Hey everyone, welcome to What's News. Today we're going to be talking about NFTs. I know you've heard about it in the news. I know it's all over the internet, but today we're going to try and break it down, make it simple, and talk about it in terms that make sense to you and me. But there are two things I want you to remember till the end of this video. One, anything has value if someone wants it. Two, for any tablers who might be watching, you know who you are. There's a little surprise at the end of the video for you. You'll see what I mean. Okay, let's just get into it. NFT means non-fungible token, which you all know, which everyone's told you about. Fungible means interchangeable, non-fungible means not interchangeable, which means unique. That is to say, every token is unique. But what does this really mean? Well, one way to understand is to talk about it in terms that you and I are more familiar with. Fiat money. This is a $10 note. This $10 note is considered to be fungible because I can give you one of these, you can give me another $10 note different from this one, but both of us will still have $10 at the end of it. And it's because we don't talk about the note, we talk about the value of the note. If, however, we decide to look at the note itself, you'll realize that the note is pretty unique. Each one will have a serial number. Each one of them is made extremely complex to counterfeit, and the serial number along with certain other features make each note unique. Now I can go a step further, I can sign the note and put my thumbprint over here, and suddenly this note becomes the only one that has this serial number, my signature and my thumbprint. It's the combination that makes it unique. Let's take the analogy one step further. Consider this note. This is a 10-pound note. It's different from the $10 note. But in theory, I can put my signature on this and I can put my thumbprint on this. But fundamentally, these two will be different. And you can see that visually, right? Well, this is kind of what an NFT is. An NFT, even if they look the same, even if you make two NFTs that are the same, mathematically on a code level they are so different that they cannot be mistaken for each other. Now this analogy works particularly well because these are two different currencies, and that's something I want you to remember. When you make an NFT, you're not just making another coin of a certain kind of currency, you're making an entirely new currency itself, of which there is only one coin. That's the whole point. Now let's say you and I have cryptocurrency wallets. If you have a Bitcoin and I have a Bitcoin and I send you my Bitcoin, you will now have two Bitcoins. However, if both of us had two NFTs and I sent you one, you will have two different NFTs and they will not add on to each other. Let's say we make the same NFTs. Let's say you make something called a WNC, a What's News coin, and I make something called a WNC. They are called the same. Let's assume they have the same logo as well. This is possible. You and I can both make an NFT with the same visual characteristics. When I send you mine, your wallet will never say you have two WNCs. It will identify them as separate. It will display one WNC and one WNC because according to the wallet, on a mathematical level, the two tokens are completely different. Even if to our eyes they look the same. And this is the real crux of the matter. An NFT is a fundamentally different currency. It is a unique currency that you're making every time you are creating an NFT. Let's take the example of physical art. Now, some artists are making NFTs and associating them with their physical art. Now, the artist then sells the artwork along with the NFT. So, whoever has the artwork must have the NFT as well. And because the NFT is unique and cannot be duplicated, it lends authenticity to the transaction. Further, because of the nature of cryptocurrencies, every transaction of that NFT can be traced back to the original owner, which means you can verify the line of transactions as well. This is pretty big in the art world. However, this doesn't answer the question, what happens if the artist makes two NFTs for that same piece of art? And that's where trust is involved. So even with NFTs, there is a certain amount of trust associated till date. Now let's talk about NFTs with digital art. Artists have been making NFTs and associating them with their digital art just like they have been with their physical art. But a new set of problems exist with digital art. One is that digital art can be reproduced freely. I can literally go to your website and copy your art and paste it somewhere else, and it'll be the exact same thing. Unlike taking a photo of an original physical piece of art, a digital piece of art can be reproduced in its entirety and with exactitude. And that's a problem. Because if you have an NFT for a piece of digital art, Do you really own the art at all if it can be distributed freely anyway? So in this context, NFTs are used a little bit differently. In the context of digital art at least, you don't have true ownership of the art. It might be better to think of an NFT as a way to contribute to the artist. So if an artist has a piece of art that he's made 50 limited unique coins for, and he sells those coins or tokens to you, then by buying those tokens you can say that you have supported the artist, and in exchange you've gotten a token that perhaps very few other people have. It's no different from contributing to a museum and the museum putting your name up on a plaque on one of its wings. You're doing it because you want to support the cause, and in return you're getting bragging rights for doing so, or you're getting the honor of having your name put up somewhere. It's the same thing. And this is where NFTs sort of come into their own. Now, on the one hand, an NFT does not have the original asset. Even if it's linked to a digital piece of art, it doesn't have the art enshrined in the token itself. The token simply has a descriptor that the artist can define. So the artist can say this token is associated with this art, and that is all that gives it value. What is interesting is that tokens can now be made on a variety of standards, and with each standard comes a new set of possibilities and features. For example, tokens can now be made such that every subsequent transaction allocates 10% of that transaction value to the original owner. So if I make a token for the copyright of my music, but I own the original music, then everybody who buys that token has the copyright for the time that they own the token, but I get a little bit of royalty every time the transaction is made. This gives rise to a world of new possibilities and features that are made possible by NFTs. And it brings us back to what I said at the beginning of the video. Anything has value if someone wants it. So the value of an NFT is in how you engineer it and how you sell it, and what is it that you're offering to the person who's buying the NFT. Which brings us neatly to our last point. If you're a tabler and if you watched to this very end, first of all, I hope you've gained some value out of this video and that you understand NFTs a little bit better thanks to this video. Second, I would like to officially announce the first ever non-fungible token released by a roundtable. On behalf of the DCRT11, we are creating the first ever NFT. It will be called the DCRT, the Dubai Creek Token, and will be available via auction to the highest bidder. The point of this NFT initiative is to, on the one hand, raise funds for our tabling and charitable activities, but on the other hand, to get us all talking about this new technology and to try and explore it together and see where this takes us. If you want to know more, get in touch with me in the comment section down below, or feel free to contact anyone from the Dubai Creek Roundtable and we'll give you more information on the upcoming auction. If you want to know more about technologies like this, maybe check out our other video on mixed reality or any of our tech news updates that we bring to you weekly. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.